Hi everyone, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
And I'm Zero, and today in Anime Reaction, watch the first episode of Rokudenashi Majutsu Koushi to Akashic Records.
If you want to check out our reaction to the third episode of Rokudenashi Majutsu Koushi to Akashic Records, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, we get the end of the terrorist arc. Is this one based off a light novel or a manga?
I think it's a light novel.
Feels like a light novel.
Yeah,
It has both.
It has both, but what was first?
The light novel.
Light novel. So I guess they're gonna try to. I'm assuming. I'm completely assuming here, but I'm assuming that they're going to attempt to adapt 4 novels in this season because this felt like the end of a novel.
It was a pretty big event, but for being as big of an event, the end of it felt a little anticlimactic. I mean, I know it's an arc early in the story, so you can get away with that. But I don't know, just the way Glenn just goes on in there, dispels the magic circles and all that. I don't know, kind of like real punch.
Yeah, I thought it was speeding by a little bit too quickly. I really, really do feel that you really need maximum of 3 volumes, adapted in a 12-episode series.
Yeah.
Like 2 is best, I think, but 3 is passable. 4, as we've seen here, is pushing it a little bit.
Well, I think it really depends on what the... Evil, don't care. I really think it depends on what happens in the next volume. Because it could have been like, first volume is this basic, cliche, writer's first introduction to, the world and stuff like that. And as time progresses, he gets an idea of what the world is capable of and stuff like that. Fleshes out the characters and all that jazz. And, maybe second and third. And then fourth is this different story arc that...
I feel it'll probably be okay if there's more of an overreaching story arc within the next couple of novels that gets wrapped up in novel 4.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're definitely adding another girl to the harem.
Actually, I think I saw a fourth there too.
So you see several in the opening.
Yes. However,
And his whole class. So
I think I'll stick with Sistina.
so Sistine.
Yeah, I actually really like this. Is no, that was far too small of an explosion for Megumin.
Right, come on.
But
It was too directed.
I love the way that they gave mana depletion a visual cue.
Ooh, that was
intense.
and how instant and sudden it was.
It
really
made
jarring.
it made it feel a lot more real.
Yeah.
Definitely props for that.
Head pats make everything better. They do in anime. In real life, they just piss people off.
That was good.
But yeah, teacher was very badass in this one.
Yes.
Of course.
Basically showing off a lot of his repertoire, I can assume. At least a lot of his knowledge.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, I thought it was going to turn into a Titan for a second.
Yeah, using blood as a catalyst.
Well, using different things as a catalyst. I mean, we know the Fool's World. He has it printed on a card. He used that crystal. It kind of reminds me a lot of Ren from Fate Stay Night.
I'm surprised that she didn't land on her feet.
In that positioning, though, who cares? But Glenn's very adept at using props to augment whatever his magical knowledge. The Extinction Ray. damn. Talk about your, yeah, I don't think it was used to its fullest potential, but damn, that was still badass. Just, yeah, no.
Kaboom. And then we also, he's not too against asking for help. He's not too OP.
That's
Yeah, actually, that's probably one of the things that I do like about this series is that he's not extremely OP.
He's definitely OP.
no.
He is OP, but he is OP enough that it's like it's kind of you almost don't notice it.
You do find him in a legitimate pinch at times.
Yes.
And
he definitely is not a Tatsuya.
Yes.
yeah, no. But yeah, I mean, you find him in legitimate crisis, and he can still somehow find a way through it in a way that doesn't put him too over the top. So I think it just makes I think it makes him more badass that he can overcome all that. Or
well, yeah, the fool's world.
Heart of the cards. It's like Exodia. You pull it out and you win.
But yeah, I like that he does have to rely on other people without being too over reliant on other people.
I think
The
that's
legendary.
that's awesome. I think that Rumia like breaking the barrier thing is something that I have a problem with because it's not something that was really explained.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big problems with how they've adapted it, where they're doing 3 episodes per novel, is that it doesn't really explain that so much. Like, I understood it, I think, is, like Y2 and 610 saying her bloodline's pretty strong, but also the fact that that barrier was weakened all the way, like, it was probably 1/5 of its power.
Yeah.
Well, literally 1/5 of his power, because Glenn took down the other 4/5 of it.
Yeah.
So, I could sort of buy it. I mean, royal bloodline, high class, special abilities and all. Maybe she just had enough in the tank to punch through that last bit to help Glenn out. But again, it kind of I think it contributed to the lack of impact that the ending of this little story arc had.
Yeah.
But again, since it is so early in the story, it's a little more forgivable than, say, if this happened at the end of the season.
Yeah, Jay, I think that's what I was expecting. I was expecting her to actually take some damage from it.
That's
or
true.
actually
Be drained a little bit at the very least.
even
would've-
show a little bit of exhaustion.
I would have really liked it if they showed her maybe try to get through the barrier before it got weakened and be knocked back or something like that.
Yeah. Show us a scale.
I mean, yeah, just like literally a 5-second clip.
Yeah. Zap! I can't break through! And then here comes Glenn to save the day.
Did they show it? I didn't recall them showing it.
Yeah, I don't recall it. They might have showed it
Was it at the end of the last episode?
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. It just the sense of scale just wasn't there for me.
Yeah. Since the scale wasn't there for you, the impact of the story, especially how it ended, wasn't there for me. I don't know. Your thoughts, you?
Yeah, I'm the one who brought it up. I think that this episode in general has basically shown everybody's, I guess, natural ability. I'm not exactly sure how far into the light novel it is. honestly, if I was writing something myself, this will only be like a few chapters.
Well, yeah, like the 3 episodes that it showed, I don't feel that there was a light novel's worth of information in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if this was like, the other thing is, it did get a climax here. I'm just not sure where that climax was in the book, because you can't have multiple climaxes.
Yeah.
Can't.
Insert joke here.
Rah.
I'm sorry, I had to. I was just laying there.
But yeah, I don't know. As people have pointed out, also the bad guy just standing there for the entire final bit, that was
yeah.
We had a discussion about it during the reaction. That's how much it like
yeah,
twisted us a little bit.
Yeah, well, there was that, and then also I did notice that he was standing on his own magic circle, so I assume that it had something to do with it too.
Yeah, it's like, how's it work? They pretty much he expends his mana, puts it into the princess air, and then that creates an explosion. So I guess you have to stay in a magic circle to transfer mana or something like that.
Well, as Tanax pointed out, he uses soul as a catalyzer. So if he leaves the circle, he will explode, but he needed to keep Rumi alive. So he couldn't leave the magic circle until she teleported.
Right. Otherwise, then, yeah.
Otherwise, then he would...
Spectacular failure.
Yeah, he would blow up, and she would die, and that would be
their plans to be shot to shit.
Basically. Yeah. So, it makes sense, and I could tell during the episode, but it wasn't the super clearest.
Yeah, and also, if I were in Huey's place, I would have at least posted a guard at the door. Not let Glenn, the famous mage killer, waltz on through and kick the door down like Leroy fucking Jenkins.
Well, I mean, technically, Glenn did have to fight all those other people.
Yeah, true.
And they also didn't know who he was at first.
Yeah, and they also didn't know. He also didn't know where the teleportation circle was, or establish its importance either, until that conversation with Tits McGee.
I don't know.
Sensei.
I liked the episode, and I'm liking the series, but I could definitely tell that they left a lot of shit out. And I think what I'm gonna do before next week, when the next episode comes out, is I'm going to look for the light novels, and I'm just going to go ahead and read the first one.
See what they left out and what they put in.
But the big question: are we going to continue watching this? Because this was a series that was getting the 3-episode rule.
Yes, but I like it,
and I like it.
I like it enough. And if I remember correctly, looking at the view counts in the previous episodes, so do you guys.
So, we're probably going to continue watching this one.
Yes.
Agreed.
Cool.
I need a gavel.
So, let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.
And go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga Talks.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu to subscribe to Otaku Saga. And if you'd like to help support us, please go ahead and check out our Patreon page.